I think the Templar died. It may not have, but he was trying to kind of basically give the mines a quick karate chop and take him out pretty quick. So yeah, basically it looks like Bisu's going to go down in this game. I don't see how there's any way that he can come back from this. Although I did think the same thing in Game 2, and Dark Templar did pull out the win for him that game. So I guess we'll see if anything happens there. But basically, those mines, the mines keep tracking down his Templar. He's losing all of his Templar to mines, and UpMagic has not lost any economy. That's the key here, that he wasn't able to damage UpMagic's economy hardly at all with his Dark Templar. So, and now UpMagic has a starport for some reason that's getting an academy up from another command center. So UpMagic free to just kind of do whatever he wants. And in the meantime, Bisu not able to putting another pylon in that door to try and stop UpMagic from really going in and finishing him off. But yeah, this Bisu is completely stuck in his base. So in the long term of things, it's not going to do him a whole lot of good there. Yeah, so and also the other main problem there is it's only going to be a matter of time before UpMagic sends a few forces down there, and yeah, he's going to have Comsat in a second, and then he'll be able to send a few forces down there and take out all of Bisu's tech. Oh, and that Wraith encountering the shuttle is going to go down too. That Bisu had brought that shuttle back to try and save his own base by kind of dropping Dark Templar on his own base, and that one shuttle is going to go down, and now this second shuttle is probably going to go down as well. I don't know where that Wraith went, but as soon as that Wraith tracks down that shuttle, it's going to go down as well. So now UpMagic finally sieging outside of Bisu's base, getting that comm set up. He's going to be able to run over to that bottom left corner and take out all of Bisu's tech and both of his gateways, and yeah, just going to be bad news in general for Bisu. UpMagic enticing that Templar, and now that's kind of clever. He's using that Templar to block up that hole so that he can't do that. Oh, Comset goes off though, and that's basically it. Although Bisu doesn't want to give up, and that's actually kind of how he won Game 3. And 2 is by not giving up when you know, things were looking down for him. He just kept going, and that's kind of what we are accustomed to seeing out of Bisu. Is he just, even if he's in a bad situation, UpMagic needs to cancel that. Finally, canceled it. Even if he's in a bad situation, Bisu still fights, and oftentimes he's just lead enough that he can actually pull out the win, even when he's coming from behind, basically, and so I guess we can't completely count him out yet. It'll be extremely difficult for him to come out of this game. He will have a chance in Game 5 at least, but yeah, I really don't see him coming back from, because he's just basically so bottled up in his own base right now that there's not a lot that he can do at this point. But yeah, I was a little bit worried about Bisu in the first game, because I mean, we saw him play a little bit poorly against Stork after he took that hit to his confidence basically in the first game, and so I was a little bit worried that in this set, losing that first game pretty badly, he would basically kind of take that hit to his confidence and not play his best. And so we have seen Bisu playing, I don't think it's his best though, and you can see it on his face whenever they show him. He doesn't have that confident air in his eyes that you usually see when he's playing, I mean, up until just a few weeks ago. So definitely not playing at his best, and that's why I was a little bit worried. Although the point I'm getting at is that usually when Bisu is playing his best, then you can actually you can expect him to pull out crazy things like he does, and you can expect him to pull out the win from a bad situation. But just lately you haven't been able to expect that from him as much. And here we see Bisu trying to save his tech, trying to kind of rebuild his tech before his buildings go down. He's building another box facility. What he really needs to do is build that Templar Archives, because that's going to be difficult to get to. He's lost the Sill of the Dune. Hopefully he just built another Templar Archive somewhere in his base, because that's going to be more difficult for him to replace. And now UpMagic with a Science Vessel out, and he's going to be able to accomplish a lot more now with that Science Vessel then. It looks like Bisu has actually set up a base at the 8 o'clock position, which makes sense. He couldn't get out of his main very easily, so now he set up another base down there, and so it's possible, I guess, that he's going to be able to try and pull something out here. Now Bisu's staying with Nexus at his natural expansion. It looks like UpMagic actually has a base. I could be wrong, but he has something in the top left corner. Oh, and UpMagic has spotted that base on the left, though, so it looks like UpMagic is probably going to be able to take care of that base with relative ease. Yeah, he's sending a bunch of tanks over there, and even though Bisu has kind of sprung back a little bit, I don't think he has the forces necessary to hold off this push, especially with that Science Forces layer. His Templar are gonna do no good whatsoever. Yeah, and siege mode goes on, and so that expansion is gonna go down, and there's nothing that Bisu can really do about that at this point, because he's just trying to get his economy up so he can start pumping out units. But at this point, he's pumping out of one base's worth of gateways, basically, of economy. So, well, he had this one going on too, but that one's obviously going to go down now. And yeah, so Bisu's going to lose this expansion now, and things again kind of looking still bad for him. But something that I really have a problem with Bisu's play lately. For some reason, he has not been getting high Templar, and I said this before in his game versus Mind. We saw it again that he did not get any Templar, and he got owned by Mind. Where there were situations where if he had a few high Templar around, then he might have been able to storm the heck out of Mind's forces and get the win. And in this situation, again, this entire set, Bisu has not gotten any high Templar at all. He's not been getting any storm. And I'm really worried that for some reason Bisu is skipping that vital tactic. And yeah, so UpMagic does take game 4 finally, so this is going to go to a game 5, and it'll be very interesting to see how that goes. UpMagic playing very well, and Bisu playing well, playing decently for himself. So they're playing about evenly right now, so it'll be interesting to see how it goes. All right, so time for game 5.